Good morning. How you doing? See if anyone wants to come in, shoot the stuff, talk about what's going on today. What we're gonna do tonight. Looking like some more hockey coverage. But we'll look and see what's going on with sports today. I think we're going to do hockey tonight. I'm like 99% sure we're going to do Pittsburgh versus Boston. Big game for both teams, actually. Boston needs a W to stay in the playoff hunt. I think they're the last wild card right now. Pittsburgh's kind of rolling. They lost the other night and then bounced back with a W, if I'm not mistaken. Lost to the Rangers in the shootout, and then I think they won the next game. Arizona knocked off Iowa State last night, 73-57. Iowa State tried to make a push. Got it down to about 8 or 9 points, but could never get over the hump. I watched about 10 minutes of the second half before bed. Duke romped NC State as expected. Really no surprises there. Houston held on to beat Washington. Boston destroyed Milwaukee without two starters. Giannis played, had a double-double, didn't matter. Denver wins by 3 over Utah. Clippers knock off Golden State. We watched the Philadelphia-Toronto game last night. Morning, Daniel. Philly lost. Philly won in a shootout, 3-2. Toronto really should have won that game. Vladar came up big for Philadelphia. Philadelphia's getting hot. Won a couple games in a row. Toronto is not playing well right now. Blue Jackets held on, won in overtime. They were up like 4-1, ended up winning 5-4, beat the Rangers. Dallas 6-1 over Vancouver. Seattle 2-1 over Carolina. There was a nasty fight in that game. It didn't last long, but one of the dudes from Carolina laid someone out. I believe it was last night. If not, it was the night before. Colorado 4, LA 2. Colorado's rolling. They're looking like they're probably the best team in the NHL right now. Spring training baseball yesterday. Atlanta knocks off Detroit 5-2. Washington and Houston 3-3 tie. Pittsburgh 4-1 over Tampa Bay. Pittsburgh's been pretty decent. I mean, they haven't won every game, but they're showing glimmers of hope. St. Louis 3-2 over the Marlins. Boston beat Toronto 7-6. San Fran 6-5 over Chicago. White Sox. Cincinnati 17-9 victory over the Cubs. Rangers beat the Guardians 3-1. Dodgers 7, Rockies 5. Angels beat Kansas City by 1, and the Athletics won 7-2 over the Padres. Like, share, subscribe. A little bit of your sports rundown. Tonight, I believe we're going to do Penguins-Bruins live stream watch party. 7 o'clock. I already went through the baseball scores. I believe that's the game we're going to do tonight. Pittsburgh 31-15. Boston 33-21-5. Excuse me, Pittsburgh's 31-15-13. Both teams need a win. Boston really needs a win to stay in playoff contention. Suck my dick, William. How about that? Fucking who are you? Vegas versus Buffalo, 7 o'clock tonight. Florida, New Jersey, 7 o'clock tonight. Utah, Washington. Nashville versus Columbus, 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock, Chicago versus Winnipeg. 9 o'clock, Dallas versus Calgary. Ottawa at Edmonton, also at 9. Ton of hockey tonight. Tampa Bay at Minnesota, 9:30. Colorado, Anaheim at 10. And Montreal, San Jose, 10. That might be a decent game as well. But I think we're going to do Boston Penguins. That's a big one. That should be a good one. Like, share, subscribe. World Series of Baseball coming up soon. We'll be checking that out. March Madness coming up soon. We'll be checking that out. Hugo Gonzalez joined Larry Bird in Celtics history with a monster game versus the Bucks last night. Second Boston Celtics rookie to ever do this. For the second straight night, Celtics rolled to an easy win behind a career game from one of their breakout players. Sunday night, Neemias Queta led the way against Philly, had 27 points, 17 rebounds, 3 blocks, and a couple assists. With Queta and Jaylen Brown both out on Monday night in Milwaukee, Celtics rookie Hugo Gonzalez stepped up in the absence, made his third career start in the league. 18 points, 16 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 blocks. Boston crushed the Bucks by 27. Not only did Gonzalez achieve personal bests in points, rebounds, and steals, but he became the only Celtics rookie besides Larry Bird to reach all those numbers in the same game. Impressive. Bird did it on November 14th, 1979. Notched his first career double with 23 points, 19 rebounds, 10 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks in a win over the Pistons. Gonzalez's performance may have been more impressive. Get the fuck out of here. Given that Bird was coming off 3 days rest. Yeah, Gonzalez played about fucking 10 minutes against the Sixers, missing 3 players. The Larry Bird disrespect's got to stop. Regardless, the 20-year-old rookie is having a historically good campaign for Boston, leading all NBA rookies in plus-minus. He's helped the team overachieve this year. Celtics 41-20 in his first season with them. Good deal. Good deal. See if I can find anything on Tatum coming back. We talked about it the other night while we were doing the live of the game. No new news, it looks like. No new news. But yeah, we're doing Penguins Bruins tonight. 100%. What do you mean what happened to the Patriots this year? They played fucking phenomenal. They made it way further than they should have. Nothing to be mad about. They lost to a better team in the Super Bowl. I didn't like the play call. I thought they should have tried to run the ball more, but what am I supposed to be really mad about? I mean, it sucks they lost the Super Bowl, but they were a fucking 4-win team last year or whatever. Nothing to be mad about. Hey Al, what's up? Hope you're having a good morning. Let's check out Arizona. I want to read this article quickly. Arizona, big win against Iowa State in men's basketball last night. They won the outright Big 12 title. Jaden Bradley scored 17 points. Krivas had 13, and number 2 Arizona clinched Big 12 regular season title, 73-57 over Iowa State. I think Iowa State was ranked 5 or 6. Me either, L. Wildcats 28-2, 15-2 in the Big 12, secured at least a share of the conference crown by using big runs in each half. And they beat Kansas 84-61 on Saturday. They're banging on everyone. Their defense smothered Iowa State last night. Tommy Lloyd got his 140th victory, most in NCAA history in a coach's first 5 seasons. Well, he's got the horses to run with. Seems like everyone's been going to Arizona lately. It's the same teams all the time usually. Arizona, Duke, some of them SEC schools, Carolina, UConn, Houston. You guys know the deal that know. Big 12 is the best conference in the country right now, Lloyd said. They very well may be. Which makes Arizona's record even more impressive. Coming off their first home loss of the season, the Cyclones struggled against Arizona. Physical defense only shot 29% from the field, including 7 of 30 from three-point range. That's not going to get it done, especially against Arizona with all them big guys. You ain't going to out-rebound them shooting threes. During his post-game news conference, Lloyd called out the narrative surrounding his team when discussing the Wildcats' toughness and physicality. I think the narrative that we were soft is lazy. I mean, look at our stats. Look at the analytics. We've always been a great rebounding team. Like I said, we've always pounded the paint. If you want to be lazy, not pay attention and say we're soft because we're on the West Coast, be lazy, and I'd love to play against you. Can't really blame them. They're the number 2 team. They were number 1 a lot of the season. Assalamu alaikum, motherfucker. People are crazy. Lipsy led Iowa State with 17 points. But their leading scorer, Milan Momcilovic, held to only 5, 2 of 18 shooting. He's the nation's best three-point shooter at 51%. He only went 1 for 5 last night. Neither team could do much of anything due to good defense and poor shooting. Iowa State shot 9 of 33 from the field, 4 of 20 from 3 in the first half. Oof, tough sledding. Cyclones had good defense in the first half. Wildcats closed on a 15-3 run. Went up 12 at the half. And then it got worse in the second half for Iowa State. Trae Young was ejected from the bench ahead of his debut on Thursday. He got ejected last night. Or excuse me, last Thursday. What am I talking about? What do you guys think about Trae Young, bum? He had a couple good years in Atlanta, where it was all right, he's doing some stuff. They gave the Celtics trouble a little bit in one playoff series. I'm not huge on him. I think he's a defensive liability. He can shoot the ball if he gets open. If they win, he could be all right. If they lose, he's going to go off the fucking tracks. After getting tossed, he posted to X, "Don't expect me to get ejected too many more times, DC. But I'm definitely bringing that energy and competitiveness when I'm back for my brothers." He's supposed to play Thursday. He's been sidelined since December 27th with the MCL and quad injury in his right leg. Supposed to play about 15 to 20 minutes. Four-time All-Star, averaging 19.3 points, 8.9 assists in only 10 games this year. 16-44, the Wizards are deep into a rebuild, you think? The Wizards are always in a rebuild. It must be rough being a fucking fan of that. Mostly all DC teams. The Redskins fucking sucked this year. The Wizards always suck. Capitals are alright usually, but even they're not having the greatest season either. Not easy being a fan in DC. They used to have Georgetown in Maryland in basketball. Maryland has been up and down the last few years. They're usually in the tournament. Georgetown's a shadow of itself. Surprised, they got a pretty good coach. Should all Division I college players and basketball players be paid? Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. Them universities make a ton of money off them. I don't think they should be able to transfer every year and jump around. I think that should be limited, but they should get paid. I have no problem with it. Like, share, subscribe. What's going on? We will be live for Penguins Bruins tonight, 7:30. Number 1 ranked Duke clinched the ACC regular season title last night as well. Cameron Boozer. Decent game. 93-64 victory. NC State hasn't been very good in a long time either. Giannis finally returned last night. They got romped. I don't know what the hell's going on in Milwaukee. They are bad. I know they don't have Middleton anymore. I know they've traded some guys away. No, I don't gamble on sports very often. If I do, I take an underdog, usually in a fight. Giannis had 19, 11, and 2 assists in the loss. I'm just happy to be on the court. It doesn't matter if I play 18, 20, 22. The fucking NBA, man. Back in the day, no one would ever say that shit. I get it. He's happy to be back and shit, but how happy can you be? You got beat by fucking 30 almost by a Celtics team without Tatum, Brown, and Neemias Queta. He got a ring. He's fulfilled. Yeah, I'm happy to lose by 27. At home. And the Celtics played a back-to-back with nobody. Can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up. Doc Rivers is their coach, too. Doc Rivers has fucking been horrible for a while. You too, L. I think it's supposed to warm up next week. Keep your fingers crossed. Khalil Mack to play in 2026 after mulling retirement. 9-time Pro Bowl pass rusher Khalil Mack, who had mulled over retirement, says he's going to play in 2026. I remember when he got drafted. He's 35 now. Holy smokes. He's going to be an unrestricted free agent for the second time in his 12-year career. He said he's going to explore all options. Chargers are hoping to re-sign him as they did last year. Mack was the 2016 Defensive Player of the Year and one of the most decorated linebackers in NFL history, they're saying. 5.5 sacks in 2025, second lowest mark of his career, but due to an elbow injury, it sidelined him a bit. Was out 4 games. When healthy, he's still a difference maker. Without Mac, LA allowed 579 rushing in 4 games, 6th most in the NFL. Well, he was out. When he was in, they allowed the 4th fewest rushing yards in the league. He had hoped to win his first playoff game, but the Patriots thwarted that. What's up, Dirty Birdie? Salute. Like, share, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, everyone, please, and thank you. Mac said he wants to be a champion, ultimately. At the end of his season news conference. He was the 5th pick overall in 2014 by the Raiders. Wasted his first 4 seasons in Oakland. And then he went to the Bears, wasted some more seasons there. Now he's with the Chargers, wasted more seasons there. Poor guy. He's the 7th among active players in sacks with 113. And he's going to try and do his thing again this year. Let's look at the World Baseball Classic that starts soon. Scottsdale, Arizona. San Francisco Giants ace Logan Webb will start Game 1 of the World Baseball Classic for USA when it takes on Brazil in pool play Friday, manager Mark DeRosa said. 2-time American League Cy Young winner Tariq Skubal will pitch Game 2 against Britain, and National League Cy Young winner Paul Skeens is set to face Mexico in Game 3. Mexico's fucked. Should be. Yeah, it's set up, DeRosa said after Team USA's first workout. There's obviously guardrails for the tournament pitch count-wise, but there's also guardrails for guys having to throw on certain days to get ready for teams' opening days. Mets starter Nolan McLean is scheduled for Game 4 against Italy, but is currently fighting a cold. He's still in Port St. Lucie, Florida, where the Mets train. It's not known if he will have to take a day off and not pitch, DeRosa said. He'll be reassessed during the week. DeRosa wouldn't reveal his batting order, but indicated he'll be able to go lefty-righty all the way down with platoon opportunities in center field, where Pete Crow, Armstrong, and Byron Buxton will share time. Team USA first gathered in Arizona on Sunday, holding a dinner before playing in exhibition games Tuesday and Wednesday. Pool play will start Friday in Houston. Team captain and New York Yankee Aaron Judge spoke to the team at dinner Sunday night. Had trouble finding the right words to describe the Stars who will attempt to avenge their loss to Japan in the 2023 finals. Judge said, I wouldn't call it an all-star team. This team has a lot of great players, a lot of greatness in the room. It's cool to see us jumping in on the first day already. With the excitement that revolved around the Olympic hockey teams, combined with players' gratitude toward military members, players are feeling more pride than ever wearing their country's jersey. Skeens and reliever Griffin Jacks went to the Air Force Academy, one of their first things that came up when DeRosa invited Skeens to join the team. Bryce Harper said, everyone's really excited. Everybody watched the Olympics and saw what the women and men's team did in hockey. We were all glued to the TV for those few weeks. So this is a stepping stone into what we're doing now. Even if the U.S. wins in hockey, baseball, it won't be as big as them hockey wins. What up, God? Sham God. DeRosa summed up his feelings on the stacked U.S. roster and managing the team. He said, it's a field of dreams, to be honest with you. So we'll keep an eye on that shit, too. But tonight, Bruins at home versus Pittsburgh. Big game for both teams. Both teams trying to make a playoff run. Fuck them. Fuck any idiot that's against America that lives here. You're a fucking idiot. That's my thoughts. Like the idiot that goes, oh, I fucking wear the American flag, but, it doesn't mean I love America, or it doesn't mean I like everything America does. Like, no shit, but did you have to say that? Fucking, it's just the fucking level of stupidity. And then they say, oh, the women's team wasn't invited to the White House. Yes, they were. They decided to go party with fucking Flavor Flav instead. That's how stupid them bitches are. So they can get fucked too. And I'm sure it wasn't all of them. But that's my thoughts on that. That's my thoughts on that. And fuck Canada. Anything you guys want to talk about? I just hopped on for a bit, give you guys a little bit of rundown what's going on in the sports world. I got to go do a few jobs. I got about 15 minutes if you guys want to talk about anything. But yeah, we will be live for Bruins at home versus Pittsburgh tonight. I think it's at 7 or 7:30. I'll tell you right now. 7 o'clock. It'll probably start a little bit after then. They always fuck that up. I'll probably go live around 6:55 or so. But big game for both teams trying to stay in the playoffs. I think Boston is the last team in right now. Them in Montreal. I'll look at the standings real quick. What up, Moondog? Oh, bear with me. NHL playoff picture. So Tampa Bay, Buffalo, Detroit are all in the Atlantic. That's the Bruins and Canadiens division. Carolina, Pittsburgh, and the Islanders in right now in the Metropolitan. Appreciate you, dog. And Montreal and Boston are the last two wild cards in. Washington trails the Bruins by 2 points. They've played 3 more games, though. Montreal and Boston have only played 59. Washington played 62. So, yeah, we'll be doing that game tonight. It's in Boston. Western Conference, Avalanche. Dallas, Minnesota in the Central as of right now. Vegas, Anaheim, and Seattle in the Pacific. And the Utah Mammoth and Edmonton Oilers are your last 2 teams in with the wild card. Edmonton is fucking struggling. San Jose has only played 58 games. Edmonton's played 61. And Utah has played 60. San Jose's 4 points behind both of them, so they can make that up. Nashville's got 62. LA's got 62. Log jam. But that's all I've got for right now. I will be live for the Bees, Penguins. I got to get moving for work. If no one wants to talk about anything else, I'm gonna boogie. Quick little rundown, quick little live. All right, I'm going to call it. I will catch you guys tonight for the game, hopefully. Have a great day. I got a boogie.